Hi, Manisha. Can we get started?
Yes,
Okay. So, hello everyone who's joined this webinar. Thank you so much for joining us today. And today we'll be talking about the key highlights of PeopleTools 8.61 security. Right. So, Manisha Devi will be taking up this session, and we will conclude the session with the Q&A. So, over to you, Manisha. Yeah, you
yes,
can
thank
go
you.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in here. And I'm glad to write through this fascinating webinar representing Coven. So, my name is Manisha Devi, and I'm an Oracle PeopleSoft consultant at Coven Consulting Private Limited with 2.5 years of experience specializing in PeopleSoft. And I'm excited to share my insights and expertise with you today. You might have the buzz about the latest PeopleTools 8.61, which introduces many new features to streamline various business processes within PeopleSoft, and the business benefits of the enhancements are generating a lot of excitement in the industry. In today's session, we will focus on the PeopleTools 8.61 security enhancements. And here is the agenda of today's session. First, we will checking on the introduction. Then we will look on overview of forgot password and forgot user ID. Then we will check overview of password control. Then we will have a quick demo session. Then we will capture the business benefits. And if you have any questions, which will be answered at the end of the session. Let me take you to the introduction of PeopleTools 8.61 security. This session provides a comprehensive overview of the key highlights focusing on the latest security features introduced in PeopleTools 8.61. PeopleSoft consistently impresses us with new innovative and efficient features in every update. The newly released PeopleTools 8.61 introduces even more remarkable enhancements, benefiting employees, managers, and administrators by enhancing business productivity and allowing for more effective use of PeopleSoft. The latest PeopleTools 8.61 introduces some interesting features related to PeopleSoft security functionality. The key feature of PeopleTools 8.61 is security. In security, we are going to see forgot password, forgot user ID, and password control. Overview of forgot password and forgot user ID. For forgot user ID and password management, when an end user requests a password reset, they need to enter their user ID on the form. However, some end users may forget or may not know their user ID associated with their profile. In this PeopleTools 8.61 release, end users can request their user ID using the forgot user ID feature. This feature allows users to receive their user ID via email if they have a valid email address on their user profile, without the need of help of security administrator. This is the login page. Here we have the forgot password and forgot user ID options. For forgot password, here the user can select the forgot password option, then it will redirect to the forgot password page. Here the user can enter their user ID, then they will ask for a security question which they can configure in their My System profile. We can check this detail on the demo session. After giving the after answering the security question, they will be get an email with a new generated password. Forgot user ID. Here, user can once when a user forgot their user ID, they can select the forgot user ID option. Then they will ask for a email ID, which they have enabled with their user profile. To receive their user ID via email, if they have a valid email address, users will receive their user ID via email. Overview of password control. As with each release, PeopleSoft have extended security to align with community requirements and customer suggestions. This feature allows administrators to configure organization-specific password requirements. System administrators use the password controls page to set password restrictions for end users. Administrators can now design characters to be excluded when the system sets a random password for users who have forgotten theirs. Up to 100 alphanumeric or special characters can be entered to exclude specific characters in the password control page. To navigate to the password control, we can go to People Tools, Security, Password Configuration, Set Password Control. Here we can have the password control items, which can be modified as our user specific. Let's move to the demo. Here we can see the forgot password and forgot user ID. When an end user requests a password reset, they need to enter their user ID on the form. And some end users may forget their user ID associated with their PeopleSoft method. In this PeopleTools 8.61 release, end users can request their user ID using the forgot user ID feature. This feature allows user to receive their user ID via email. This feature has added in response to customer request. It will reduce to need the contact of help desk to record their accounts. Now I'm going to log in with administrator login. So allow end users to access the forgot user ID, we need to enable in user profiles. To allow end user to request their user ID, the administrator must first add an email address to the user profile by selecting the edit email address link. This will assume the system is to set up to send emails. Then we need to add a permission list. In one of the user's permission list, the administrator checks the checkbox that allow user. The administrator should select the checkbox which is allow user ID and password to be emailed. Now let's see the email content which we have to send in email. For this, we have to navigate to People Tools, Security, User Profiles, Forgotten User ID email text. Here, the administrator can track the email text to be sent using the forgot user ID email text. This text must be include one of the email strings, OPR ID or OPR ID alias, which will be replaced with the appropriate values corresponding to the provided email address. Now, let's see how forgot user ID is working. Here, when a user forgets a user ID, they will click the forgot user ID link. That means when the end user selects forgot user ID link, they are directed to the forgot user ID page where they can enter their valid email address. Then they will receive an email. They will receive the email containing their user ID in front of which we specified in the earlier forgot user ID email text. The user will receive the mail with the user ID. Now let's see how forgot password is working. I'm going to log in with the administrator login to check how forgot password is working. And then people do security, password configuration, forgot password hint. As we discussed earlier, uh, administrator can set up security question for the users. Here we can create a new security question by clicking on add new button. For this, we have to give the password hint ID. Then we have to give any security questions. Likewise, we can create any security questions. Like forgot user ID email content. We also have a email content to modify for forgot password. Here we can access the forgot password email text. To add, draft the email text to be sent to users along with the new password. The text must contain at least contain the email string password. This will replace the newly generated password. Now let's see how the user can set their security questions based on their user profiles. User can go to My System Profile and they can click the Change or Set up Forgotten Password. Here, the user can select the security question based on the administrator configuration and they have to give the answers which will be used in the forgot password page. Now let's see how forgot password is working. Here, when the user forgets their password, they will navigate to the forgot password page. Here, first they will be asking for a user ID. Then, after clicking the continue button, it will redirect to the security question page. Here, they need to answer the question which they have configured in My System Profile. Once the user answers the questions and clicks on the email new password, they will see the email configuration page and they will receive a new password via email. Let's see now how password management is working. Administrators can set the password controls based on their organization specifics. Let's move to People Tools. Security, password configuration, set password controls. As with each release, Oracle enhances security to align with community requirements and customer feedback. This feature enables administrators to configure password requirements specific to their organization. System administrators use the password control pages to set the password restriction for end users. Administrators can now designate specific characters to exclude. Administrator can now designate specific password to exclude when the system generates a random password for users who have forgotten their passwords. Up to 100 alphanumeric or special characters can be entered to exclude specific characters that may cause issues, such as those that interface with rich text editor when setting up the forgotten password email text, or characters that might accidentally form undesirable words. This completes the demo. Let's check on the business benefits. Now you go to know Now we got to know the idea about forgot password, forgot user ID, and password control configuration. Let's see the benefits. Benefits of forgot user ID and password. Enhanced user experience. Users can easily require their user ID or reset their password without needing to contact support system administrator. Reduce the support cost. By allowing user to self-service their password and their user ID recovery, organization can reduce the volume of support calls. Increased security. This feature incorporates security questions that will email confirmations, ensuring that only authorized users can enter their user ID or reset their passwords. Faster access. Users can regain access to their accounts more quickly, minimizing downtime and improving productivity. Customization. Administrators can customize the email notification and security questions to meet organization needs and the security standards. Benefits of password control. Security policies. Organizations can set specific password requirements that align with their security policies, ensuring compliance with the industry standards. Administrators can designate characters to be excluded from passwords, reducing the risk of generating problematic passwords that could cost the applications. Enhanced security management. The ability to set restriction of password complexity helps protect sensitive information from the unauthorized access. Users feel more secure knowing that their passwords are subject to robust controls and the organization takes security seriously. Advanced customizations. In addition, we offer multi-factor authentication capabilities. The delivered forgot password functionality checks the security question and then sends an email with a new password. However, Covan can implement multi-factor authentication, such as sending an email OTP or a mobile OTP. The user can enter the OTP to validate, after which they are redirected to the change password page, allowing them to reset their password independently instead of creating a new password. If you would like to learn more about multi-factor authentication, please reach out us at info@coven.com for a demo or to discuss your PeopleSoft application strategy. And this is a simple session which we have conducted. So let me know if you have any questions. So we are ready to answer. You can even drop your questions at the chat box.
Thank you, Manisha. Thanks a lot. So that was very insightful on PeopleTools 8.61 security. So let's see if we have some questions. Yeah, a couple of questions have come up. So I'll just read out the first question to you, Manisha. What
Yeah.
if I don't receive the password reset email? I repeat, what if I don't receive the password reset email?
Uh, if you don't receive a password to visit emails, you can check your spam or junk folder. It's still not there. We can we have to check with our administrator.
All right. So there's another interesting question. Can I reset my password from a mobile device? I repeat, can I reset my password from a mobile device?
Yeah, we can reset our passwords through mobile device, but uh, the organization system supports mobile access. Then only we can reset using the mobile device.
All right. Well, some more questions are as such. What should I do if I forget the answers to my security question? And a follow up to that is, can I view my security question answers in my profile? Yeah. Can you answer
Yeah,
that, Manisha?
we can, you, as I mentioned in demo, we can view our security questions in my system profile. There we can view our security questions and we can modify our questions.
Okay. And so there was another question asking, what should I do if I forget the answers to my security question?
If you forgot your answers to your security question, we have to contact our system administrator for help resetting our security questions or recovering our account.
Okay. So we have a last question asking, where can I add my security questions? I repeat, where can I add my security questions?
Yeah, as we discussed before, in main menu in my system profile, there will be a link for change or set up forgotten password help. By clicking that, we can select and modify our security questions.
Okay. All right, Manisha. So that's all for the questions right now. Yes. So do we? Can you go with the next slide, Manisha?
Yeah, I hope I have clarified your queries. Please do visit us at covian.com for more informative webinars and blogs. You may definitely reach out to us on info@covian.com for any demo or discussion on PeopleSoft applications and strategy. Thank you all for joining this webinar.
All right. Thank you again for joining today's session on key highlights of PeopleTools 8.61 security. And we hope you found the insights and expertise shared today valuable and informative. So the key highlights or the webinar key insights were to security enhancements was one, and forgotten user ID management and password management enhancements. So I hope you all found this very informative. And thank you to our speaker, Ms. Manisha, for sharing her expertise. Your participation and engagement actually made this session more productive and engaging. Thank you all so much.